Yo, what's going on? So today I'm gonna teach you guys basically the only warm-up routine you'll ever need for the rest of your Rocket League career. This is what I do every single time before I start playing ranked, for example. And yeah, it's basically just the perfect routine. I'm the type of guy who needs to warm up for close to an hour before playing because my hands are so old, but for you can just adjust these depending on how much time you need. So first is in free play, I like to turn off the boost basically, so that I have zero boost. Okay, what I start then doing is just wave dashes. Like I train wave dashes, wall dashes, all this kind of stuff, zap dashes, so that I get them down, you know. First wall dashes on one side, then to the other direction. That's very important because you don't want to just be able to wall dash on one of the walls. It's gonna be awkward if for example you're rotating back, and if you rotated back on this wall you have perfect wall dashes, but then if you rotate back on this wall you just mess up. For example for me, going on the left wall is my weaker side, as you can see, so I might dedicate also more time to that, for example, more time to that side and stuff. And train your landings. You can also train when you're going down the curve, so zap dash there also, and then just normal zap dashes. You can see I'm messing up also, even Mina flips or whatever. Yeah, so do this for about 5-10 minutes, whatever you think will suit you the best, and then we'll move to the next thing. So next, what I like to do is to do either a rings map or a speed jump trials map in workshop. So basically what the goal is for the next 15 minutes ish is to just train your arrow. So I want you to go one of these maps, and basically you can see my left trigger on my controller is my arrow, so I'm basically holding that in all of the time. So you can see I'm just getting warmed up. Obviously I'm someone who has a lot of experience with arrowing. I'm not someone new. This probably looks like something you did in the beginning, when you started learning arrow, directional arrow for the first time. But I will tell you that you'll get surprisingly rusty on it if you don't keep up with it consistently. I realize always at the beginning of the day that when I, for example, just first time when I hop into this fucking rings map, I realized that instantly I instantly realized that holy shit, I'm old, I feel old, and the goal is to get young again, I guess. So yeah, you can choose whatever rings map, or then you can do I often switch around where some days I do rings maps, and some days I do this 3 of these speed jump trials maps. All very good maps. So any aerial map works, where you just have to fly around, and the goal is to just hold in arrow all the time. Or if you want, you can also try to put in some normal arrow there. You can see my left bumper on my controller is my normal arrow, so you can try to adjust with that a little, like this. But yeah, mainly just warm up your arrow for around 15 minutes. That should get you good to go for that, the aerial part of your gameplay. So next I like to do some type of dribbling, like ground. We just practiced air, so what you wanna, like what I at least do is train like ground next. Because as important as like car control in the air is, like if you can't control it on the ground, it's just embarrassing. And I think dribbling is one of the best ways to like control the ball on like the ground, because or like this type of dribbling maps, because yeah, you just like, for example, there, and like for me, for example, like I could probably do this map like without dying a single time if I did it normally. So what you want to do kind of is like make it more difficult for yourself, like depending on what level you are. Obviously, if you're a beginner, you might want to, you know, just do it normally, like for example this whole map. Whereas I just kind of I personally just play around in this map, like do some different things until I feel very comfortable with like the car, or like with controlling the ball on the ground and that type of stuff. Like for example, from going from ground to air dribbles. Obviously, I'm like right now the like gameplay you're seeing is like pretty embarrassing. It's mostly because I'm not warmed up. Like I'm actually warming up while I do this video, and yeah, I'm also yapping, which I'm not really used to doing while I do this warm up. So yeah, basically, I want you to do this. Like I do this for like I usually just do this map once. I have no idea how long that takes, probably like 10 minutes or something. But at this point, like I just do it until I'm like just comfortable with everything on the ground. Yeah, so you can either do like this whole map is very good, like to start off, and once you get like more advanced and stuff, like then you can obviously like just do it until you're comfortable with your car on the ground. So next, what I like to do is to train some shooting. Like shooting is like shooting accuracy and shooting power is probably the like it's the most important thing when it comes to like you ranking up, like actually ranking up. Like your shooting ability actually makes the difference in what rank you are. Like I noticed like the times when I'm ranking up a lot is literally when like every shot I take is going in, because they're just such good power and such good placement. Whereas when I'm having a little worse sessions, I realize it's because like I'm just not hitting my shots. So like it's in a way same as in a shooter game. Like when you're getting one tapped in a shooter game, that's when you're kind of ranking down. But when you're like peaking and just fucking railing down everybody, obviously in game, that's when you're ranking up. So either this map here on the screen, like air or ground shots, I can show you a little, like I'll have the code in the description, I think. Like the ball just comes towards you and then you just want to shoot it. Like I can just go quickly like through, like I just try to like, I'm not even trying, like for beginners it's good to like try to place these shots like very accurately, but for me, like I'm trying to do that while also like putting as much power on them as possible, you know, because like at my rank, if your shot isn't powerful, it's kind of useless, to be honest. Like obviously it's, if it's perfect placement and they just can't get to it, then like it's going in, but you really need like solid power on this. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Okay, now. Okay. Okay, there. That's good enough. But anyway, like this is a very good map. Another map is this one here, Shooting 2.0. It has 30 shots. You can see the code there. It has a lot of like this type of shots where like you can see the timer is like 1 second, so you can't let the ball bounce basically, so you're forced to make a good shot, like, and that's why this map is very good. Like for lower ranks, like anything below Grand Champ, I'd recommend just trying to hit the ball and into the net. But like if you're like more advanced, like in a rank basically where a straight on shot like this might not go in, you might want to try something, oh Jesus, like you might want to try something like a reset and then shoot, you know, just, or like a touch to the back wall and shoot, you know. Obviously, like do it better than me. This is kind of embarrassing, like the level at what I'm doing this right now, but like yeah, just to get used to it, you know. And once you can do this, like just like always challenge yourself. For example, like I could challenge myself in a way where I'm like, okay, put it to the backboard and then like, oh Jesus, put it to the backboard and then like a very tight left, like so that it would end up in this corner, for example. Like I could challenge myself in that way, like that, boom. Like just try to place it as accurately as possible where you want it to go. So yeah, that's very good for shooting. Now after you've done all of this, like if you want to, this is just a bonus, like what I like to do is to do Eversax Olympics too. Like I like to do the whole run. I like to do the whole run like once, like this Olympics one. I just like to do this whole run once and like to see if I'm basically like this because this one tracks your score, right? So with this one you can kind of know at what level you are right now, and like, but also at the same time, like it's very important for you to like you should have a base score like on this, like a minimum score, let's say. Like for me, for example, my minimum score is like a 52, 53-ish overall, because like if I'm getting under that, I know that like, okay, now I need to warm up a lot more. But if I'm getting like I know that if I get anything over that, I'm pretty much good to go, because my personal record on this is 60.4, and like it just isn't realistic for me to expect myself to get anything near that like every fucking day, like after my warm-up. Like for example, I have 13 now. When I did my PR run, I had like 16 point whatever, like, but I usually get 13 around this point. So like you want to have like a minimum score, and then like as long as you're getting anything over that or like close to it, you should be like happy to go. I don't want you to like think like, oh shit, this time I got like a 3 overall worse than I got yesterday, so that means that I'm shit today. No, I've had days where I literally get like under 50, like and for someone who has 60 as the PR, that's very unusual. And I've still like ranked up a lot that day, just because I didn't let it affect my mind. And then when after that ranked session, I did the thing again. That's like I did a lot better, you know. So like this map doesn't always tell you the truth of like your current level and stuff. Jesus Christ, I'm struggling by the way right now. I don't know what is going on. Must be the yapping or something, but or the lack of warm-up, but like it's whatever. So yeah, this Olympic map is very good at teaching you stuff, or like keeping track of your like current mechanical level or something, or like that type of stuff. What will I say? Like, I think the main part of this map, like the most important part, are like obviously this dribbling is good. Like this dribbling is very good to like train your like dribbling skills in different scenarios. But the ones I'd mainly focus on this one are again the shooting and then the air dribble one actually, because the air dribble one is like the next thing that we wanna like warm up, because yeah, you can have all the aerial ball, like aerial car control like ever, but if you don't know like how the ball works like in the air, then it's like what's the point even knowing? So we can skip to that part actually. So a good way is either just honestly like go to like the Olympics like training grounds and train like this way. Like you just basically go through these levels. These first ones are a little bit like child's play. By the way, I don't expect you to like get like anywhere close to all of them. There's 10 of them, so like for example, I think I might have like gotten through level 9 once, maybe. Like I genuinely can't remember. Probably not. Like, and I was probably very lucky. And yeah, level 10 is just fucking la la land for someone at my current like mechanical level. Like I can show you what level 10 looks like. Like it's this, and you have to go over this, then you have to bounce on this one, go over this one, and then bounce on that thing, and then like it's fucking ridiculous. And number 9 also, it's like this hallway type of thing where like this is very hard to keep on your car for a long time. But yeah, these are very hard. The other like workshop map that you could do to train your air dribbles is this Mugsard's air dribble gauntlet. Like this one might be a little like more advanced, like because you have to get the ball into such like a particular like small place. Like there's no room for error basically. Like you just have to get it in like purely into that one like very tight hole, and I'm not meaning anything weird by that. I'm like genuinely saying, like, you see how tight those holes are. Like if I go to level 3, it's a little bit to the side. Level 4, that's very far away. Level 5, very far away but to the side. 6, basically same thing. I've actually never... Where is 7? Is it behind me? Where's this ring? Oh, what the fuck? Wait, let me try this out. Okay, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up. But yeah, training up the air dribbles is very important, and then like after you've done all of that, like you've trained your dribbles, I mean you've trained your ground play, your air play. After that, like just going and your movement obviously. After that, it's time to go to free play basically. What you want to do in free play Like you want to do a combination of like hitting the ball hard off of surfaces and actually like trying to go for it fast. Like you're gonna miss. Like actually pretty often you're gonna miss. Like you're gonna mess up. But that's the whole point. Like that's actually the whole point of this. Like it's to get you to just go for the ball fast and just smash it around as much as possible and like make it difficult for yourself to like reach the ball, read the ball, you know, because these situations are gonna happen in game, and the more you're used to them in free play, like the better, because you'd rather mess like these reads up in free play than in game, right? Like you don't want to lose your rank up game because you couldn't make a read just because you were scared of doing those in free play. And yeah, so you can do a lot of like ball banging basically, like 5 minutes maybe, and then you can also, after that you can switch to a style like where you actually control the ball a little more. So you take the ball, stay close to it, like control it very much, like even score maybe, something like that. Like just keep it close to yourself, maybe drift a little, like use your, oh yeah, by the way, a good warm-up, like these little, like even bounce dribbles, honestly. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about bounce dribble. But yeah, basically just keeping it close to you like that. Like you can imagine a bounce dribble like this. Like you can think about it like just be ready to shoot whenever, you know? And yeah, just keep it close to you, try to control it. And after you've done like 5 minutes of that, I'd say the last thing like in this warm-up routine is, it's very personal. Like this is the time when you want like 5 to 10 minutes when you want to like work on something, like let's say like a specific mechanic, I mean. So let's say you're training flicks, for example. So that means that for 5 minutes you want to do this, go back, take the ball on your car and train your oh Jesus Christ. But you get the point. Like you just want to do this for the next 5 to 10 minutes, just like improving your craft. Maybe try a moxie flick or something. Okay, that was not a moxie flick, but you know, like just train your flicks basically. Like, and if it's flip resets you're like training for, then train flip resets, etc. Okay, wow, I didn't even get the, but you know what I'm saying. Just go with the mechanic you're trying to improve on right now and like train it till like it's basically automatic. And yeah, you can even try those in the game today. Like, you know, it's so much easier to go for a mechanic in game, for example double taps. Like it's so much easier to do this when you've literally done it like 100 times just a few minutes ago in training. Like, because the thing is, like, you get this kind of pressure like to perform in game, and like for example for me, coast to coast, like I can score a coast to coast like pretty well in like training. Like I have this training pack. I have this training pack called Pop Reset, where I go to this one and you see like it drains my boost. So I basically have only 100 boost to do it. So I can like score these pretty like consistently when I'm warmed up. But in game, like yeah, I just do end up doing something like this, you know, and it's like very awkward. Okay, that wasn't even actually that bad, like the kind of bad I was like trying to teach, but like they end up like being this. Like that ends up being my coast to coast, which yeah is not ideal to say the least. Yeah, and that's about it for like the warm-up you can do. Then there's like optional warm-up where it's not even like your own gameplay. Like what you can, like if you're higher level, you can like try to watch like VODs, for example. You can like on YouTube you can watch like Zen POV of him playing twos, and it's gonna help you a lot because you're gonna get like, it's called like a RLCS buff. Like, you know how you get instantly better after watching the RLCS, like in your own gameplay, like you're kind of getting that. And then also, like very optional also, like if you want to replay review one of your own games from the day before, for example. But yeah, those are just optional. Just stick to the basics. Remember, like movement, aerial movement, like basically you wanna do it this way. You wanna train your car's movement on the ground. You wanna train your car's movement in the air. You wanna train your control on the ground with the ball. You wanna train your control with the ball in the air. You wanna train your shooting, and then some type of like mechanic that you're working on. And basically that's all you're ever gonna need, like I'm going to be honest. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.